Song number 10 on the album is called Surrender.
Feeling for this track here was that we needed something really slow and open.
When I received the track from the lads, it was, you know, it was dark and it was haunting. It was churning this thing emotionally inside me.
With Surrender, it's almost like a sludgy halftime feel.
Surrender definitely has not exactly doom riffs, but the progressions in there very much in the darker elements of the heavy rock world.
A lot of the bass playing that I do on this track here is bare minimal. I'm just holding notes all the way through it and actually using the effects from my pod to carry all the lines that I'm doing.
The song's about, you know, giving in and surrendering, you know, after such a messed up relationship and dealing with deceit and conflict and pressure, and it's kind of like the game's over. I'm done, I'm finished.
What I was trying to achieve with this song is to really keep it simple, not overplay, just keep the propulsion of the song, even though it's a slower song. The propulsion of the feel of the dun-da-dun, da-dun-da-dun, dun-da-dun. It has to keep momentum, so that was really cool, being able to work out that drum part.
It's got that real proggy kind of feel to it, so yeah, recording that vocally actually was quite strenuous. It doesn't sound it compared to the rest of the album, but yeah, that was kind of very, you know, and it's kind of like this slow chugging thing moving along.
I have a lot of bass distortion going on this, but bass distortion with delay and reverb attached to it as well, so it gives you that big wash of sound.
Leading all the way through to the outro, there's some quite melodic twin lines going over, going over each other. And live I try to jump between all the different parts there.
Also, there's a part where I think it's in the breakdown where I came up with a little ride bell accent little pattern, and that leads into the drums stopping for a moment, and then it's a bit of a breakdown, and then also building up a cymbal swell coming into just before the guitar solo.
There's a fantastic lead through it as well, that during the process of writing this song, it was totally off the cuff, and Matt just come up with his doozy, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I got a chance to lay down a solo in there. It's short and sweet, but effective, to the point. Yeah, says what it needs to without going too over the top, Yngwie style.
So those parts in particular, just the drum beat at the start, keeping that propulsion going, and then the little hi-hat cymbal pattern that I came up with are some of my favourite parts.
Really like playing this one live as well.
And it's a good break in the set too. It gives people time to breathe, gives us time to breathe.
Want to see an interesting interpretation of jumping between twin harmonies? Come watch the end of that song.